here in Yankton. It is Croatia versus Slovenia.
Well, hello again and welcome to World Archery Field Championships action for 2022. And this is teams competition. Later we're going to have the women's teams and the men's teams finals for you, medal matches. But first up, we're going to the compound mixed teams bronze medal and gold medal matches. It's a pleasure that you can be with us today from Yankton here in South Dakota in the USA. Glenn Lama is my name. Lucy O'Sullivan is with me, and I know the compound is close to your heart, Lucy, and we've got two terrific matches coming up here.
Very much so. As a compound archer myself, I cannot wait to see these compound mixed teams.
Indeed, we've got the USA versus Germany for the gold medal match a little later. But first up, we're going to have the Croatians up against Slovenia. And Croatia had some very good scoring in the semi-finals. Germany beating Slovenia in their semi-final by just a single point, 91-90. And the USA-Croatia match went to a shoot-off after it finished 90 all, and the USA won the shoot-off 12-11. So some pretty amazing scoring coming in from all four of the semi-finalists who we'll be seeing in action today. So out there for Croatia are Amanda Mlinaric and Domagoj Budin. And out there for Slovenia, Toja Allison and Stas Modic. This is the compound mixed team event. Four very accomplished archers out there in this competition. Mlinaric from Croatia is the world's 10th ranked archer in compound. Budin is 18. Toja Allison, the Slovenian, is 7. At the moment, she's been as high as 3 in the world, and Modic is 23 in the world. So we've got 4 very good archers out there in this competition, Lucy.
They're incredibly good archers and so successful, not just in field, but in target as well. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what these guys are going to start us off with.
Absolutely, yes. I remember Toja Allison actually from the European Games in 2019 in Minsk, called her to a gold medal in that match. And she was amazing in that final to win the gold medal. And here she is in field archery here 3 years later in North Dakota. And once again, we're going to get the beauty of field archery is we have 4 target faces, all of different sizes, and the 4 ends are all over different lengths, Lucy.
Yeah, so we have 15 meters, 60 meters, 20 meters, and 40 meters coming up today.
Yes, indeed. And the target face size for the first end is 20 centimeters only. It's very small. And we go to 80, the maximum, to back to 40, and then up to 60. So we're underway now in this bronze medal match. And it's the Slovenians going first. That was Stas Modic. Looks like he started with a 5. They're aiming to the bunny targets on the right of your screen there. Here's Allison.
She held for quite a long time there, but I think she manages 6, so great start for both the Slovenian team.
Yeah, brilliant effort from them. And now we get the Croatians. Mlinaric, 21 years of age.
6 points.
Competed at the last World Field Archery Championships as a 17-year-old. And Budin actually been to 4 World Field Archery Championships, so quite experienced for his age, just 25.
6 points from Domagoj.
He's had such a great year, and congratulations to him and his wife Bailey. They got married this year, so he's had a very busy season.
Well done, yes. And the Croatians start off with 2 maximums.
5 points from Stas.
So Modic. And in compound, as you know, just anything straying outside the maximum is going to be challenging, particularly if your team continues hot, your opponent continues hot scoring.
Six points from Toya.
We had not a satisfaction from Toya Allison there.
Yeah, she knows. She's so tuned into this field shooting. You know, she did incredibly well at the last World Championships as well. We're going to be looking for some big scores for her today.
Amanda with a 6.
The Croatians have started off with a hiss and a roar here.
Domagoj preparing to shoot the final arrow of this first end. Six points, a perfect score for Croatia to start, giving them a 3-point advantage.
There we are. It's a perfect set.
Slovenia.
First one we've seen in the team's competition.
Perfect score from Croatia.
And amazing stuff off the shorter distance there from the Croatians, Lucy.
It's what you would expect from the compound archers. So yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice to see them getting into their stride on this first target, ready for this tricky next target.
Yeah, next target is going to be the longest of the 4, but it has the biggest target face, 80 centimeters in diameter. So it's 4 times as large as the last one they've just been shooting at, but the distance is 60 meters. It's a lot longer, but
scoring right now.
Scoring from Croatia, very good. In fact, they've just lost a point. It's only going to be nipped back to 23. It wasn't a perfect set
Scores
in the
are
end.
confirmed.
23
points
to
on the
21.
board for Croatia, 21 points for Slovenia. So it looks like Croatia did not get one of those arrows. It was a 5 rather than a 6.
And that is
lovely.
Crucial, Lucy, isn't it?
It is. But what was lovely there at the targets, bless her, the Slovenian girl was struggling to pull out Modic's arrows, so the Croatian guy helped her. Camaraderie and sport
can bury themselves in there, can't they?
Yeah, especially, you know, if the guys are shooting heavy poundage.
So 23 to 21 to Croatia after the first of the 4 ends. Now we get a good look here at Stas Modic.
5 points. A little low on that shot.
Tell me about the adjustments, Lucy, between shooting 20 meters and now they're going at 60. What adjustments do they have to make?
So every archer will have a sight tape that's printed off especially for them, for all of their distances. But you need to bear in mind that obviously there's a slight downhill element here, so they'll need to take off
Toya with a
you know,
5,
just a
right
couple of meters there for this. But obviously it looks like the Slovenians have adjusted maybe a little too much on their sights. Overcompensated the cuts.
Preparing to shoot for Croatia.
It's interesting, isn't it? The slightest of adjustments or over adjustments, under adjustments at the shooting end can have massive difference at the other end.
Yeah, archery, like these field archers really have such a good craft. You know, they know their cuts and they'll have every single axis, you know, set for them and set for field. And it is, especially with the compound, it's really fine-tuned.
Well, Budin is starting off with a hiss and a roar. He's from Zagreb. And
Croatian archers.
Looking for a gold medal for the first time. He's got 2 bronze medals back in 2012, 2014. Love a gold medal in this event. There's all 4 of these archers. With that wind just getting up in the background too, Lucy, as we can see.
Yeah, especially compared to this morning, we had a sort of ground frost and it was very, very calm. Whereas now they're on top of that podium, as you said, see the flags are flying. But they'll be coming down into the valley soon, so the wind shouldn't affect them too much.
And a 5 for Toya Ellison out the top.
So Ellison with 2 5s in that end. So 3 5s and a 6. 21 out of a possible 24 for the Slovenians. Takes them to 42. A chance here for Croatia. A couple of 6s. Just move ahead a bit. Easier said than done, though.
Coming up in the venue, dead center, 6 points.
I say easier said than done. That's almost dead center.
That was beautiful shooting. She would have adjusted her sight there, I guess, for the wind, and yeah, it's good to see them back in the middle.
Six points for Domagoj.
Oh, well done for Budin. So
fantastic. As they stand right now, it's a 4-point advantage.
And there, 3 6s from the 4 arrows. So Croatia, a 4-point lead. That's a nice margin for them in this bronze medal match, Lucy.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see Budin win another bronze. That'd be good for him. But yeah, it's really tough because Ellison and Modic, they're such strong archers. And with compound, you miss.
Coming up after this bronze medal final, it's going to be USA versus Germany for gold.
Yes, indeed. So while those scores are being ratified, the archers leave the podium, or leave the platform rather, not the podium, and they move down to ground level.
Score is confirmed, 46-42 in favor of Croatia. Slovenia has 2 more targets left to shoot. So does Croatia.
4-point margin.
Still anybody's bronze
as
medal.
They move down to ground level. And this next target, for those who didn't see the first session today, Lucy, is a more horizontal one, and it is 20 metres in distance with a 40-centimetre target. And you think the compound archers will enjoy this one?
Yeah. Especially these guys, they used to target archery as well, and we're coming into the indoor season. A flat target, 20 meters, no problem for these archers.
Archers contending with the sun coming in from another direction
for them
now, a side hill as well as an angle. Complicated shot.
Target face size for this one is 40 centimetres in diameter. So once again, it's half the size as what they've just had a crack at the second end. But you can see the archers making adjustments.
World Archery competition, the compounds do have one big advantage, and that is the use of a
Modic, who seems quite happy with what he's done to his compound bow.
With a side hill, which can suck you in if you're a recurve shooter or a bare bow shooter. We should see fewer lefts and rights with the compounds than we have been
how
seeing
we go
in these
with
last 2 sets of targets.
13, and really, the Slovenians with a 4-point deficit.
It's going to be
can't afford any more mistakes against the Croatian team, who's just been red hot so far.
Six points. Six points for Slovenia's shooting star, Toya Ellison.
Well, they need maximums all the way from here, really, particularly in this end. And will rely on Croatia maybe dropping their standards just a touch. We'll see if Amanda Mlinaric can cope with the pressure.
6 points, dead center.
We need to bear in mind that she's still quite a young archer. And she's got so much experience. She's only 21, so she's technically still a junior. And highest world ranking, 10th. She's so incredibly experienced at such a young age. It's lovely to see her shooting such
with a 6.
Big scores.
Yeah, spot on. I notice she's a two-time world youth champion. So she's got some fantastic results in her young career behind her. Incredible effort. Well, she also is a European field champion, winning 2 titles, 2017, 2019, in Naric. So fantastic archer from Croatia. But this red-hot scoring here on end number 3 is showing no signs of slowing at all. 5 arrows so far across the 2 teams and 5 maximums.
With a 6. Perfect score from
Make
Slovenia.
that 6 out of 6.
This is the type of shooting you'd expect to see. And this will bode well for them for the indoor season, because indoor is coming up shortly. We're in October right now, so all of these guys will be heading into indoor
6
season
points
now. And that's 18 meters rather than this is 20 meters. Perfect scores.
So it has, isn't it? And so here steps up as Buden to complete perfection across the 2 teams here with maximums from all 8 arrows.
The Dominator has shot himself another 6. And so we're looking at another perfect score.
Great effort from all 4 archers
Slovenia.
there.
4-point separation in favor of Croatia.
Perfect sets from both teams that time, and that will give Croatia a 4-point advantage heading into this, what should be interesting last in, which has them shooting up into the trees. So Croatia going to be hard to pick back, you think, Lucy?
On that 3rd target. Here comes the last one.
I predict
this is a toughie. We've got a big
that
angle.
Croatia will walk away with this. They are 4 points up. And this target, although it is up in the trees and you have to deal with the sunlight, apparently the cut's only 1 meter today. So I'm not sure if it's as tricky as we originally thought.
Actually, for those who are not familiar with what you mean there, the cut is only 1 meter. What do you mean there, Lucy?
So it says it's 40 meters away, but you want to set your sight at 39 meters. But because it looks so incredibly high, I think people are setting their sight at sort of 35 meters. So they think the cut is more than it is. They think that the sort of angle is a lot more than it is. But yeah, the cut is basically the sort of distance you take off on your sight tape.
Interesting. So all of these little adjustments, as we touched on earlier, can make a big difference at the target end of the range. Toya Allison. Need to have 2 arrows inside the 6 really to have any chance.
2 great teams, 4 great shooters. Let's hear it for Croatia
teammate.
and Slovenia. As we're about to get underway with the final end.
So
this bronze
scores
medal final.
Confirmed at the moment. Croatia 70, Slovenia 66.
Croatia ranked number 13 in the world right now. Slovenia ranked number 12 in the world right now. They've come up against each other 3 times in the last 7 years.
So here goes Stac Moric. Aiming high, 40 meters away.
Six points. Wow, what a shot. Almost dead center.
Well, that sets the standard.
What's nice to see is Toya smiling at her teammate's arrow. You know, it's really helps an archer when your teammate can start off really well.
5 points. Just out the right side.
Just ever so slightly to the right there from Allison.
On that target.
Will that make it just a little bit more difficult for the Slovenians to come back? Who has shot beautifully so far.
And that's a 4.
Oh.
5. 4, yes. 4 out the bottom.
Yeah, so she may have overcompensated for the steepness of this. Yeah, as I was saying before, it's not as steep as we think.
Domagoj crushes the 6th ring once again.
Good comeback there from Budin, Lucy. That re-establishes Croatia's nice
3-point separation,
advantage.
2 arrows to go from each team. Croatia in the lead.
Yeah, 3 points. You genuinely guaranteed a win in this.
And there's a 5. Final shot for Slovenia coming up next from
Toya Ellison.
Toya Ellison, wife of the #1 recurve shooter in the world. Boom. It's in there.
It looks like a 6, doesn't it? Just to the left of the first one that Modic had. So 88 for Slovenia, which means Croatia need 9 for the bronze medal. Should be within their grasp based on what we've seen so far.
And there's a 5.
A nice long hold from Mlinaric. She does well to
4 to win.
Score the 5. So up steps Budin, who's competed beautifully all the way through here, and he needs just a 4 or higher. And it'll be the bronze to Croatia.
Croatia.
And it's a 5.
5 points.
Well done
to
the Croatians. Budin and Mlinaric.
Amanda Mlinaric are the bronze medal winners. Congratulations
Score
to the team of
90
Slovenia.
out of 96.
Toya Ellison and Stas Modic making it to the finals
and
here in Yankton.
Stas Modic will
Our
have
gold
to settle
medal
for
compound
4th
mixed
place.
team final is next.
Well done to the Croatians, Lucy.
Yeah, it's that tricky first shot that really got to the Slovenians there. But you know, they shot so well on the 3rd target, but it just wasn't quite enough to pull back. Of course, Croatia won.
Yeah, that little 3-point buffer that we touched on heading into that last end ended up being crucial, wasn't it?
It really was, and you know, yeah, just great to see such awesome athletes competing today.
Well done to Mlinaric and Budin. They get the bronze medal. Shortly we'll have the gold medal match between the United States and Germany. So stand by for that one. Don't forget, a little bit later on, we've got women's teams action. This is where we have 3 archers per team. 1 compound, 1 recurve, and 1 barebow archer. Now we'll have bronze and gold medal matches in both the women's and the men's coming up to conclude the day's play. But you can see the archers there, the Americans, getting set to go up against Germany for the gold medal in the mixed teams compound competition.
Please welcome the coaches and judges for our next match, the compound mixed team gold medal final. Shooting for the gold medal the team of the United States of America, reigning world field champion Paige Pierce, two-time world field champion Dave Couzens. Shooting for the gold medal, please welcome the team of Germany, Julia Bonke and Henning Lupkemann. Our world archery line judge for this match is Liz Perez.
Oh, some great archers out there. Paige Pierce, you heard her credentials.
Once again, an array of 4 targets will
Dave
decide the
Couzens,
champions of the
a two-time
world in the team
world archery field champion as well. A
category.
5-time compound gold medal
USA's
winner as
Paige
well.
Pierce recently
In target
has,
archery, he's done it
moved
all
to
really
Yankton,
in this
where she'll
format.
be doing some coaching at Mount
Julia
Marty and some other
Bonke from
activities at
Germany,
the
the
FAA
28-year-old.
Center
She's ranked
Dave Couzens of
73
Maine
in the world at the
United
moment,
States
and
of
Henning
America,
Lupkemann
a legend.
is her teammate, 48 in the
More
world.
field medals.
Brilliantly
than
beating
any
Slovenia
other
by just a
compound
single
shooter
point in the
today.
semi-final, 91-90. And the United States needed a shoot-off to beat Croatia, who we just seen win the bronze medal. So tight semi-finals.
These teams have come up against each other
We'll see
4
how
times
this one unfolds
since
for gold
2013.
here in
USA
Yankton.
has a 100% win rate. Here's Dave Couzens,
So
USA.
Dave Couzens steps up to begin proceedings. 15 meters away is
Opening
the first
arrow
target,
from Dave
the bunny
took out the
target.
spider.
And Dave Couzens has started in style, Lucy.
He has had such a good competition this week. I mean, he only dropped 1 point earlier on in the week. It's just such a good field archer.
Paige Pierce.
Definitely someone you want on your team.
And that's a 6.
So 2 6s for the Americans to get started. Yes, Couzens, of course, a former world #1. Paige Pierce has been as high as 3 in the world 3 years ago. But let's see if Julia Bonke and Henning Lupkemann can spoil the party. Here is Lupkemann. 3rd time he's been at the World Field Championships.
Henning.
So
6
that one,
points.
he's buried that one too, hasn't he? So these compound archers have had no problems dealing with the shorter distance from above the target. Bonke, 28 years of age.
Julia with a 5, just out of the 6 ring.
Just a touch low on that occasion.
USA with a 1-point lead. Dave Couzens of the United States. And there's I think a 5 on that shot. Dave will be shooting for individual gold tomorrow.
So the angle down to the target is quite steep from that behind the archer shot there.
Paige Pierce with a 6.
Nice shot from Pierce there. 3rd, 6th there. Sorry, Lucy.
On the board for the United
States. So these guys are on a platform, so they don't have to worry about their foot position or anything. They really just have to worry about the angle of their shot. A lot of archers, they're drawing, they're pointing down and then drawing up. Some people we've seen, they kind of draw straight and go down into it, but
Henning Lupkemann.
Yeah, it's unusual for Dave to get a 5 there.
On the board.
You'd but basically we're looking for 5s and 6s in this match to win, because none of these archers are going to let up.
Oh, you just have to keep banging in the 6s as much as possible. That's what Bonke is trying to do right now.
And a 6 for Julia Bonke.
And that's a nice comeback from the Germans there. They needed maximums
23 points
to
each.
tie the United States after the first end, and they've done that. That's a good response.
Yeah, such a good response, and it's what you need in this gold medal match.
The official call preserves the observations of the spotters. Right now, we are showing a draw.
Still 3 ends to come, though, in this gold medal match. Americans top the standings in qualifying with 1,648 points.
If we do have a draw, we will continue with the same shooting order as
7
we
up
started
from
with.
Slovenia. The Germans finished third.
First, if we have a draw.
Another 20 or 19 points behind the Slovenians.
And we've lost a point for Germany, so USA is ahead by 1 point. That means Germany.
So you can see they've now moved over to the other side of the platform.
When we resume.
And they've gone from 20 metres out to 80 metres for this second end. And as you just heard, after the ratification of the arrows on the first end, it's the United States leading by a point, 23-22.
The Americans will be happy with that because it gives them a little bit of confidence, gives them a 1 point leeway. Makes you feel a bit more relaxed for the next few targets.
It's just a slight correction on my part. The target face is 80 centimetres in diameter. The distance they're shooting in air number 2 is 60 metres. They're still on the same platform.
Number 2 of this 4-target final.
Germans will lead off
with Germany shooting first.
Henning
Lupkeman, line for Germany.
The first to go. Been as high as 37 in the world. That was back in June this year.
6 points. Julia Bonka delivers a 5 for Germany.
Bonka, a long hold here for her, Lucy. She hangs on for a 5.
Yeah, I was in my head. I was thinking, like, just calm down. It's too long a shot, but I mean, our 5's going to be good enough to face the Americans today.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
It's on the edge, actually.
Well, Cousins just grabbing the 5 zone.
A little bit of a breeze in the venue. Six points from Paige Pierce.
It's so great to see.
Pierce is going great, isn't she, Lucy? 3 6s in a row now.
She really is. She's such a good archer. You know, I've known her since we're in the juniors together, and yeah, just incredible. And she's great at 3D. She's great at field. She's great at targets. So, you know, really experienced for someone quite young.
With a 6.
Lupkeman's going well. He's had 4 6s from 4 arrows so far, so he has perfection as well.
And it's great to see the mixed team in field archery. This is the first time, I think, that they've ever done a mixed event.
Yeah, you're spot on there. Great addition to archery, and we got a long hold there, just like she was for the first one, and she's withdrawn. So after a long hold, can she compose herself here?
I think
just waiting maybe for that wind to die down a touch.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she's just waiting for the wind there, taking her time. These arrows are crucial. She really needs the 6.
6 points. It was worth waiting for.
He took the words right out of my mouth there. Great effort from Boinka, but that was a hard-earned 6.
The wind definitely making some
really was
in the venue.
But it all counts. Here's Dave Cousins.
Dave don't care. 6 points.
Now to preserve the 1-point lead that the Americans had at the start of this end. Paige Pierce.
Page delivers a 5 just outside the 6 line on the top.
It's just missed that line by just a smidgen by the look of it there, Lucy. So means that we're locked up provisionally after 2 ends.
All square at 45.
That was Page's first 5 today. She's just got 6s. So you know, I think she'll be hoping Dave ups his game a little bit. But George mentioned something this morning that the women tend to outshoot the men in these rounds.
Yep. That's absolutely true. So let's see what happens. No, I don't think we're going to have too many problems with this next end for all 4 archers. We're down onto the grass. And in the 3rd and 4th playoff that we've just seen between Croatia and Slovenia, all 4 archers banged in 2 6s. So it would be, could have a big impact if these 4 here, Lucy, weren't able to replicate that.
45 all. So we go back to the original shooting order.
Yeah.
It will be
gold
the
medal
United
match.
States
Looking
of America,
for
shooting first.
Everyone to get 6s here. It's only 20 meters away on a 40 centimeter target
3,
face.
But you know what I mean.
So it's pretty flat.
Yeah, well, the other 4 didn't have any issues at all. We're setting them up a little bit, aren't we, Lucy?
So Dave
we are.
And Paige versus
the old commentator's curse. You can always count on it to come into play at some stage. We'll see if that materializes here for these 4 very accomplished archers. And in all seriousness though, Lucy, if they don't hit their 6s here, maybe one of them drop back to a 5. That could be the gold medal right there.
You're 100% correct.
Again,
these guys are such good archers that
not much of a cut on this
any 5 or less is
it's
going to cause trouble for your team.
So Cousins to lead off in number 3 or 4.
Dave with a 6 out the bottom there, but it is a 6. Solid. You notice Dave does not waste any time executing his shots. Paige Pierce, another archer with great form. She stacked it right there on top of Dave's arrow. 6 points. Paige has been shooting great so far today.
So Pierce and Cousins doing what they need to do. Luke Kimmin.
Henning Lupkeman, 6 points.
This puts a lot of pressure on the last archer. She knows she needs a 6 right now.
Exactly. Well, Boinker did brilliantly to cope with the pressure on the last end. Remember that long hold, the withdraw, redraw, and still the 6.
Yulia Bonka, 5 points, giving it a 1-point advantage to Team USA.
Wow.
USA leading 57-56 as Dave Cousins prepares to shoot.
Yeah, this is just what you said. Could this be the 1 point that gives the gold to America?
6 points.
Oh, Cousins is really going nicely at the moment. Really, does he not? Paige Pierce has been going superbly as well.
Where Dave won once again. Then he took a bronze in 2012. He's also the individual World 3D archery champion back in 2013 and champion of the 2001 World Games from Akita, Japan. So talk about an illustrious career of 24 years now for Dave Cousins, bringing medals home to the United States. And sometimes when you look at him, you just feel like he's just getting started. Pretty remarkable guy. I think I just heard Menzer out there somewhere. Did I hear a Go USA? Go USA! Deutschland! Go Germany! Not too many German fans in the stands today? What's up with that? All right, Henning is up to shoot for Germany. This is the gold medal final. This is the final target. And it's a tough one. Okay, a 4 out the bottom. This target does require a cut, but a lot of shooters have overestimated how much of a cut so far today. And that caught the 5 line, I think. It's really close. We're calling it a 5 for now. And a 6. That was worth the letdown and restart. Here comes Paige Pierce. And a 5 for one of America's most accomplished female archers, Paige Pierce. And a 4. Final arrow for Germany on this final target.
So here we go with Bunka. Last arrow of the contest.
And a great finish, 6 points.
6.
USA.
4 points. So
to go.
Looks like the USA are in a comfortable position here to
6 points. And that has
Cousins.
The gold.
So they can't be headed.
The asterisk for Germany, so.
This has been such a tricky target for a lot of people today, but you know, Paige hardly looks like she's moved her hips at all. She looks.
Hit the paper and your world champion.
So
that is a 6. Paige Pierce takes it home to the United States of America. Silver medal for Germany.
Great stuff for the USA. Looks like they're going to lock in a score of 86. In fact, it'll be up by another 6, won't it? Pretty amazing performance nonetheless from Cousins and Pierce, Lucy.
Really, really impressive. I think what kind of was the beginning of the end for Germany was that 5 on target number 3, that 20-meter target. Just gave the gap to America, and yeah, you just can't leave the door open at all for them.
Well, the Americans were so good on that last end too. Up into the tree, 6-6-5. And they finished with a score of 92 out of 96.
Ceremonies will be taking place in just a few
Fantastic
moments,
effort there from Pierce and Cousins. That's 2 points higher than they achieved in the semi-final. So they win the gold. Germany get the silver. Just didn't quite go for them on that last end there. And earlier, Croatia, with a brilliant performance over Slovenia, get the bronze. So we're standing by for the victory ceremony in the mixed teams compound competition that's coming up in a moment.
Trying to cook our next meal, playing all these bars, little stranger than Mars, and accumulating scars, driving hours in the car. The future is ours, I can tell by the stars, they don't seem so. It's hard to know what is real, gotta follow what you feel. Running out of go, but have a pocket full of zeal. We keep the motor humming, doesn't matter what you steal. Just a couple music chefs trying to cook our next meal, playing all these bars, little stranger than Mars, and accumulating scars, driving hours in the car. The future is ours, I can tell by the stars, they don't seem so. It's hard to know what is real, gotta follow what you feel. Running out of go, but have a pocket full of zeal. We keep the motor humming, doesn't matter what you steal. Just a couple music chefs trying to cook our next meal, playing all these bars, little stranger than Mars, and accumulating scars, driving hours in the car. The future is ours, I can tell by the stars, they don't seem so. It's hard to know what is real, gotta follow what you feel. Running out of go, but have a pocket full of zeal. We keep the motor humming, doesn't matter what you steal. Just a couple music chefs trying to cook our next meal, playing all these bars, little stranger than Mars, and accumulating scars, driving hours in the car. The future is ours, I can tell by the stars, they don't seem so. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown, even though I try to replace you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound mixed team event.
Here come the Archers, the inaugural compound mixed team event, won by the United States.
Medals will be presented by World Archery Secretary General Tom Dillon. Gifts will be presented by local organizing committee president Bruce Cull. Bronze medal representing Croatia. Amanda Milarnic. Domagoj Budin.
Great effort, only one non-yellow score in the whole match for them. They got the nod over Slovenia by just 2 points, 90-88. Great effort from Milanic and Budin to win bronze.
Silver medal
for Croatia.
Representing Germany. Julia Bonka. Henning Lukkeman.
Great effort from Lukkeman and Bonka over the first three of those four ends, but then just not quite coping with that end into the trees. They managed just 19
Gold
points.
Medal representing the United States of America.
It gave the Americans a powerful position, and they capitalized to win gold. Dave Cousins and Paige Pierce.
Paige Pierce. Dave Cousins.
Pierce wins her second gold medal in Field Archery World Championships. Cousins gets his third. Well done to them. They set the standard and came through to win here in Yankton.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, great effort from
And
Dave
coming up
Cousins
shortly,
and Paige
our
Pierce to
next
win gold
matches
for the
will
United
begin.
States.
We'll be looking at the women's
And
team.
congratulations to the
gold
German
medal
team
event.
who came second, and Croatia who
Bronze
came
medal
home with the
event.
bronze medal. There we are, the
As well as the
mixed
men's team bronze
teams
medal event
compound
and the men's
competition
team
here at the
gold medal event.
2022
All of that still ahead
World
this
Archery
afternoon.
Field Championships
Women's team
at
bronze will be
Yankton. Hope you
next.
enjoyed that competition.
It'll be
Stand
Germany
by.
versus
We've
France,
got
so stay with
two
us.
more events to come. And we're going to have the women's team's bronze medal match and then the gold. And then we will conclude the session with the men's team's bronze and gold. So stay with us. Some high-quality field archery still to come here at Yankton.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our judge and coaches for our first women's team match, the bronze medal final. Please welcome the competitors for the women's team bronze medal final, including the team of Germany. Julia Bonka, Martina Boscher, and Blanca Spiker.
Yes, out come the Germans here for the women's team's bronze medal match here at
the team of France,
World Archery Field Championships for 2022. Hope you're enjoying the action. Their opponents for the bronze medal match are France. And the beauty of this competition is we have each team member with a different bow.
Under the supervision of our World Archery judge.
This is going to be an interesting competition with each archer only shooting one arrow per end. So,
and it's Shannon
Lucy
Russell
O'Sullivan,
Cohen, who's our
this is going to be fun.
This really is. What's great as well is we've already seen some of these women already shooting. Of course, Bonka just left the field and
will be shooting first
had to go back up to the podium.
Yeah, no time to celebrate her silver medal in the mixed teams compound, was there, for Bonka? And we welcome back to two archers in the French team who have already medaled here. We have Christine Gauthier, who won bronze in the mixed teams bear bow competition, and Aurélie Autret, who won silver in the recurve mixed teams competition. So all of the three archers that we've just touched on there, all going for their second medals. And I'm sure they'd love to do that. But this is an interesting competition because the bear bow the bear bow archers will shoot at a different target, which is closer. Let's get things started here with Germany's compound archer. In fact, this is France's compound archer, my mistake. And that is
5 points.
Tiffany Renaudin. And now the bare bow archer, Autret, who is touched on, is shooting at a closer target.
6 points on that one.
In fact, she looks like she's shooting at the same target, Lucy.
Yeah, so they'll, especially for these, it's 15 meters away, it's a 20 centimeter face. So, yeah, they'll, of course, you can see in the background there's the sort of blue and the red targets. I think the bare bows will be shooting at the blue one, so the slightly closer one. So, but at this 15-meter target, they're all on the same face.
Yes, that's correct. Just going through my notes here. The first and the 13s, they're shooting at the same target. So there's France locking in 15. So good effort from Gauthier to get the 6 in the middle.
Yeah, it's crazy that you know, the compound archer scored less, but then of course her teammates have been on this field before today, this morning.
And Blanco, of course, has to be mentally sharp as well, having just already competed. Might not feel she's had a chance to stop. Now our first look at Martina Boscher, the 58-year-old bare bow shooter. In fact, no, this is the recurve shooter, isn't it? Bianca Spiker, just taking her time, 49 years of age. Bronze medal up for grabs here in the women's team's competition.
I believe that is a 3 or 4. And so we get the asterisk on there to illuminate the idea that it might be a higher arrow. That's the meaning of that.
It's a 3 asterisks. There's 3 stars, they like to say. And now we're going to get the bare bow shooter. Our first look at Martina Boscher.
$5 points. Bare bows holding their own.
Too, that Boscher is actually a defending champion.
Clock almost ran out
from the German team. Germany winning this title back in 2018, just as the clock expired there too. Lucy, was tight.
Now we're showing France with a 2-point lead.
However, we don't actually have the clock on our screen, but
if Germany got
these teams, they do have a time limit, so
really close to
of course you need to try and
however, Gaba is telling
not
us
take up too much time from your teammates, but also perform well. So it just gives that added pressure to the team rounds.
Indeed, so just one arrow, the start arrow for the Germans in the middle from Spiker is just being analysed. So provisionally at the moment, France lead by 2, 15 to 13. The end of the first end, so let's see if it remains that way heading to the second end, which is 80 metres, 60 metres away on an 80 centimetre
in favor of the team of France. It's going to be Germany shooting first on the second target array. France with 15 points, Germany with 14 points. As soon as everyone's back in position, the bronze medal match will continue with the team of France shooting.
His first arrow was upgraded to a 6. So that's where they got the extra point from. So 15 to 14, France lead by 1 after the first end. Go with the second end, so touched on 60 metres away is the target. for the compound and the recurve archers. For the barebow archers, the target is closer, 45 metres.
Five points.
So Bonka, the compound archer, goes and scores a 5 to start for Germany, who trailed by that 1 point after the first end.
And a 5.
It's awesome when, you know, the recurve archers are doing just as well as the compound archers. And of course, in these team rounds, the barebow archer has to shoot last. Not sure, you know, that's going to add quite a bit of pressure to you to know that you have to get a certain score. But they're all such experienced women here. I don't think it will faze her.
Five points.
A nice work from Boscher. So solid scoring from Germany on that occasion. 3 5s for them. Renaudin.
Four points.
A long hold there, Lucy.
Yeah, she's not settled in, but she hasn't shot on this field today. Most of the other archers have, so I wonder if you know, she'll have to have a little chat with her teammates and sort of ask
4 points
about the distances.
That one's out the right side. The previous one was just low.
So it's all up to their barebow archer.
Yeah, a bit of pressure here on Gote.
One point on that shot. Costly arrow for France.
It's unfortunate, isn't it?
So being ahead, it's swung completely the other way now.
It is 29 points in favor of Germany to 24 points for France. It's going to be France shooting first.
Yes, it's a brutal sport in many ways, Lucy, isn't it? There we are with Germany, or France having a 1 point advantage after the first end, and then Germany coming back with some solid archery, and then it all kind of falls apart for France in that last arrow, and that massive impact.
But we still have 2 targets to go, and this target coming up, the archers have really enjoyed today. Some big scores on this one, so I think the barebow archers, you know, unless something goes terribly wrong, I think everyone's going to score quite high on this shot.
Yes, indeed.
20 meters.
Yes, that's right. So it's hard to, in that respect, it's hard. It's not much opportunity for the French team to peg back this lead.
Yes, you're right. You are right. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. We've got 2 targets left, and that really tricky one coming up at the end. So, see what happens.
That's right. You've just got to keep going and keep telling yourself you're in with a chance. Of course, our mind casts back to the men's team's final in 2018, where the barebow archer from the United States, going for a win, missed the target, couldn't get a score, couldn't get the arrow on the target on the last arrow of the match, and that handed. It cost the Americans victory. So something like that could happen again here. You just never know. So work to do for France. So they need big scores here. And up steps the world number 45, Tiffany Renaudin.
6 points. Nice shot from the team of France.
26 years of age, highest world ranking of 22 back in March. Yeah, impressed with all threat through the day so far. Their recurve archer, of course, she won silver. Doesn't have much international experience, but she's handling it quite nicely the day so far.
Yeah, she's had an excellent day, and obviously she knows the shots. Oh, they're moving forward for the barebow archer. I wonder what was happening there.
So here's Gauthier now with the opportunity to write that last arrow on that previous end.
A 4.
And quick release there.
Yeah, she didn't look comfortable. She moved her hip quite a lot for her setup, so yeah, she obviously wasn't quite as comfy. And a fast release.
This Bonk, who's like a statue
Germany
on the
with
shooting
6
line.
at center took out the spider.
And that's exactly what you want to see. So wonderful arrow there from her.
I think in the last match she got a 5 on this target, so yeah, that'll really give us some confidence there.
And you couldn't have placed that arrow on the board any straighter, could you, really, Lucy? It was dead flat too.
It's an awesome comeback for her.
So Bianca Spiker not happy, and now she's just maybe the sun just distracting her just a tad.
5 points. That is a 4, not a 5.
So step forward now is Martina Boscher. Basically, Germany are an arrow in front.
I think maybe we were looking at a 4 there. We'll find out after the official score. Looks
I think
like
that was a
4.
4.
Yeah, yeah. Still, it gives the German team, if it is a 4, a nice buffer heading into this last end, up into the trees, Lucy.
Yeah, it was that second target, that tricky sort of the long shot, the downhill shot, the 60 meters, that really kind of was France's undoing in this match.
Yeah, never really quite been able to peg it back, have they?
Yeah.
Okay, after
Slight
official
gain
score
in that last
confirmation, we're
end.
showing 43 points on the board for the team of Germany. A 4-point deficit for the team of France right now. It's going to be France shooting first on the toughest target on this field.
So they did catch up 2 points there in that end. But still, 4 points doesn't sound like much, but it is still a bit to overhaul. But here we go. This is the one that can change and shake up anything, really.
Got no choice.
Those targets high above where the archers are standing. You can see there's the perfect shot for you to see the challenge that is. That is a challenging shot, Lucy.
I propose Bruce's
It's
Revenge.
amazing to see it like this.
Something like that.
You're literally aiming at the trees.
So France to go first, and that target is 40 metres away, and it's a 60 centimetre target face.
6 points on the line, could be a 5. Pretty close.
Yeah, it might just be missing. I say might. But that's a pretty good shot there from Renaudin, because that was her first attempt at that target today. Now threat.
Nicely done. That looks like a 6-5 liner.
It's definitely clapped the line. What do you reckon, Lucy?
These girls are smashing it. This is the hardest target. You are aiming at a tree, and they're just making it look easy.
Well, how about this from France? Trailing by 4, 2 6s being scored here. And now, if the barebow archer, Christine Gauthier, can get some decent score with this one, anything gold, anything could happen here.
Oh, nicely done. 4.
Just below, but still a great effort from the French archers. They've given themselves a chance, Lucy.
For a barebow archer, she is mega happy with that, you can see. So the barebow archers, they're at 35 meters there.
Be enough to hold off.
But
we'll find out in the next 3 shots.
Yeah, that's great to see.
Well, it's still Germany's to lose, particularly if
and there's a 4.
Bunker can get something in the yellow, but she's missed. Gets the 4.
Before, difficult target. However,
now that puts the pressure on
Julia had shot that target just
Spiker
recently.
and Boscher. Remember, if we're tied at the end of this, we go to a shoot-off.
Yeah, that was a really long hold.
Wow. It's the 3rd end out of 4 we've seen her withdraw.
I think she could be nervous, you know. This is the bronze medal match. Bronze medal up for grabs for your country.
And a 5.
Oh, what a recovery.
Germany coming down to 45
Brilliant.
seconds on the clock with 1 shot to go.
Now that first arrow from France, they could be on 56.
There's quite a lot of pressure on this poor barebow archer.
Martina Boscher. So the maths say definitely a 4 will give, if I go back on the scorecard here, yes, a 4 is going to give them victory. So a 4 or higher will give them victory. A 3, and we could be heading to a shoot-off.
With 6 seconds left on the
clock,
it's a 4, and that gives Germany 56. And it looks like Germany will win.
That might be enough. There is 1 start arrow, but
we'll wait for the official score.
In the top corner could be down to 54, depending on what
the judges
that arrow is going to be scored at. So Germany look like they've got it by 1 point or possibly 2 points. They hang on just, but a great comeback from France there, Lucy. Remember that at the halfway stage, they were down by 5.
I mean, France has been amazing. 15 points, 15 points, 15 points. It was just that 9 points on that second target that let them down. They've been so consistent. But yeah, Germany, that was a lot of pressure for that last arrow, and they just performed remarkably well.
Well, Boscher, at 58 years of age, is going to win a medal at the World Archery Field Championships. That's a fantastic effort, and well done to Julia Bonka, who wins her 2nd medal of the day, having already claimed a silver in the mixed teams compound competition. So she wins 2 medals here at these championships. That's a great effort too, Lucy.
It's a really good week. And, you know, especially you've just shot all those targets, you're hyped up, the adrenaline's pumping, you're on the podium, getting your medal, and then you're back on the field. Crazy that she's just done that.
Yeah, well said. So just waiting for the confirmed scores. We know who's won the title. It is, or won the bronze medal. It is Germany.
Scores stand. Germany is the winner.
So 56-54 is going to be the final score in this match. And there we are, celebrations for the
next up, our women's
German
team gold
women.
medal
Wonderful
finalists,
effort.
Italy versus Spain.
And well done to Bonka, to Boscia and to Spiker, who get the bronze medal. We're going to have the gold medal match next for you, and that's going to feature Italy and Spain. So stay with us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the judge and the coaches for our final women's team match of the day. It's the gold medal women's team final, Italy versus Spain. Please welcome the team of Italy, shooting for the gold medal, Cinzia Nosiglia, Chiara Rebagliati, Sarah Rett.
Yes, the Italians out there for the women's team's final. Top seeds, 2,103 points in qualification.
Shooting for the gold medal, please welcome the team of Spain.
That came second in the
Ana
qualification.
Maria Garcia, Alexa Mrs.
And how about the Spanish team?
Maria Pitarch.
They finished a lowly 6th in qualification, but have come through, beating the United States 57-52 in the quarterfinal, and then beat France 56-51 in the semi. So fantastic effort for Spain to get through to the final.
It's going to be France shooting first.
And Italy, well, they were
on the right-hand side.
Got the bye through to the quarterfinals and then had a shoot-off with the Germans.
On the right-hand side.
So they won 15-11 to get through to the gold medal match. And let's keep your eye on two of their archers, Cinzia Nosiglia, who won silver in the barebow mixed teams event earlier, and Chiara Rebagliati is going for double gold here, having won
we really
the mixed
appreciate the
teams recurve event earlier.
We've got to ask you to please not use that horn.
She is going to be an archer to watch.
With the control
their team is completed by Sarah Rett, a 24-year-old compound archer, and the Spanish team of Ana Maria Cano Garcia, 45-year-old, Alexa Misas Olivares, who's only 16, Lucy. Incredible effort for her to get into the final. And Maria Pitarch completes their lineup, their recurve archer. So we got a 45-year-old teaming up with a 16-year-old for Spain. Brilliant.
I've been looking at Ayanso and I recognized Mrs. Olivares because she was at the European Youth Championships this year in the cadet rounds. She's had such a great year. And you know, here shooting for seniors at the World Fields, it's just amazing.
Oh, Sarah Rett started things off, and now here is Rebagliati, who's going for her second gold of the day. Some achievement for the 25-year-old who was an Olympian in Tokyo last year for Italy. And now here is Cinzia Nosiglia, who won silver earlier in the mixed barebow teams competition. It's her 4th World Archery Field Championships medal, so she'll have 5 in the bank if she can get gold here, and it'll be her first gold medal too, Lucy, if she can do it.
Okay, we're looking at a 3 or 4.
Yeah, she's got a really interesting draw. She brings her thumb to her lip and then comes back. But it worked well this morning on that 15-meter target, but she just dropped low there. She got a 3. So, yeah, I wonder if, it's a long day for these archers.
And it looks like a 5 from here.
So that was Mrs. Olivares there, the 16-year-old, going first for Spain. Maria Pitach, 22 years of age. With a recurve bow.
It's quite a long hold and it's quite windy. She's running down the time for her barebow archer.
Wow, what a hold this is.
Oh.
3 points.
Now the barebow archer will, Cano Garcia, she's going to have to speed up a little bit on this shot.
Yes, of course. Oh, she's taking her time to get set, isn't she? 45 years of age.
And it looks like a 3-4 liner. Probably a 4 on that shot. And so, unofficially, we have a draw.
In the end, she did well to compose herself there with the
12-12.
The hooter sounding.
After official scoring, whether that holds up. If it does,
looks like a 4 was scored there.
With the same shooting order.
So,
Italy shooting
a lot of drama in that Spanish.
Number 2.
In that Spanish first end there. In the end, they're going to. It looks like they might be locked up at 12 points apiece.
Yeah, Pitach took just such a long time on her shot. It was quite difficult to watch because I was just willing her to come through her quicker there. But that first 15 meters, it's quite downhill. So maybe she hadn't angled her hips right and just felt odd on the back. It's difficult shot.
Yeah, this is the challenge of teams archery, isn't it? There's the barebow shooter waiting, and then having to deal with that extra pressure as well. And now, having coped with it okay, she might be wondering, oh, jeepers, I hope this doesn't happen again in the next rounds, Lucy.
Yeah, you're so right. So you're either willing your teammate to shoot a little faster, or maybe they'll just feel like the first target's done now. We've got a bit of breathing room. So it could go either way.
Well, there's some Spanish supporters.
Spain, if you keep using that horn, I'm going to stick the Aussies on you.
A magnificent effort by Spain to get through to the final.
Having going to have the Aussies go up there and take care of business.
Out of the 7 teams in qualification, and then beating 2 higher-ranked teams to get through to the gold medal match. It's a magnificent achievement. So
yeah,
let's see if they can carry on with it.
Yeah,
great week, absolutely. So,
all right, here we go. This is
challenges of that first
2.
target.
We are looking at
we go to the complete other extreme now. We're going to the 60-meter distance
so Spain is shooting,
with the 80-centimeter target face. So the target face is 4 times as big as the last one, but the distance is 3 times the distance. So here we go with the Italians to go first again. And this is Sarah Rett.
6.
Well, she's doing her job so far, a 5 and a 6, Lucy.
Yeah, she's done really well. And of course, she hasn't been on this finals field at all today. So, her 2 teammates have So it's, you know, she might have asked them for tips on the cuts and distances.
Cinque.
Just a slight adjustment, actually. I mentioned a 5 and a 6 there for Rep, but I see her first arrow eventually got downgraded on the previous end. So the scores at the end of the first end, 12-11. Spain actually were in front by a point. So
amazing.
Despite all the drama, it's incredible that they lead by a point.
Yeah, exactly. What more could you ask for a gold medal match?
4 points.
Naseglia finishing with the 4.
26.
So they're going to lock in a score of 15, which takes them to 26.
España is up next.
So Spain now with a challenge of preserving that 1-point lead. And here comes the 16-year-old again. Misa Olivares, she seems to be handling it just fine.
5.
Amazing experience for a 16-year-old. It's so great that, you know, if you can hone your field craft at such a young age and know how to do marked and unmarked, you know, field, it's incredible.
Yeah, she has already a couple of international events behind her. Went to the World Games in the United States earlier this year. And now interest again on Patach. The 3 that time.
The experience of the barebow archer, Cano Garcia, she, you know, it's going to be nice to have, you know, sort of like a guide in your team, someone who's more mature and looks after you and gets the points.
$5 points.
Well, that's why we got you in as
Italy,
the expert analyst, Lucy, because you're spot on there with that 5.
Yeah, she's holding up that Spanish team. She's doing really, really well.
We'll have the official score coming up momentarily. We're at the halfway mark in this gold medal final.
Well, you get the feeling anything could happen.
Let's hear it for your favorite
stage, it looks
teams,
like the Italians
ladies
have
and
got a
gentlemen.
1-point
Italia! España!
To the third end.
Italia! España! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Coming up next. Meters is the distance for the third end. 40-centimeter target face.
In the crowd? Any GBRs? Augie? No, they're all shopping somewhere.
So, scores are locked in. 15 for the Italians in that second end. 13 for the Spaniards. So 1 point lead now to the Italians at the halfway stage of this women's gold medal match. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of the teams competitions here at Yankton 2022. Still to come.
Scores are official.
Following this match, we will have the men's bronze and gold medal matches.
We have a tie at the halfway mark after official scoring.
Well. So we have an upgraded arrow to Spain in that second. In fact, no, one downgraded arrow it is from the Italians. The second arrow has dropped from a 5 to a 4. So, Lucy, we're dead even again after 2 ends.
As a result of having a tie, we go back to the original shooting order. It's going to be Italy shooting first on the left-hand target.
Yeah, so Italy shooting first, as George was saying. Gold medal match, you know, you've got 2 shots left per archer, 2 targets to go. It's quite a lot of pressure.
And here we go.
Yes. Especially only shooting 1 arrow at each target.
Of the targets on the array.
Yeah, it's Very
little
different
room for error.
Very different
Got a
from
bit of side hill to deal with, which is less of an
target
issue with
archery.
compound and much more of an issue with recurve and barebow.
Well, most of the compound archers have been banging in sixes on this target. Let's see if that continues with Sararet.
5 points.
As George was just saying, there's a slight slope on this target. And obviously, Rhett hasn't shot here today, so she obviously didn't change her sight
6.
enough.
Rabaliati delivers. So the Italians get 11 points from 12 on this end so far, and now Ziglia, who has been going pretty well so far. Love a yellow score though.
6 points.
Got one.
Rook 10.
Amazing. It's so great to see, you know, that the barebow archers can really keep up with the compound and recurves.
Definitely. Well, almost a perfect set there. 17 out of 18. And that just puts the pressure on the Spaniards here. See if they can cope with it. Starting off with Mrs. Olivares.
5 points for Spain.
Now, none of these Spanish archers have shot this target today, but this is the sort of the favourite target, I would say, of the day. It's the, shall I say easiest? I mean, none of these shots are easy, but it's technically the easiest.
Pitage has certainly held long holds on all
6.
3 of her arrows. She wants to make absolutely certain, and she's done that. Getting a maximum, so she does her bit. So it's down to Ana Maria Cano Garcia.
That sun just causing slight issues for the archers this afternoon.
Well, she needs a 6 here to tie the scores.
5 points.
So that means at this stage the Italians have got a 1 point lead heading into the all-important last end. It looks like it's going to be 42 plays 41.
Now, usually 4, 5, and 5 from a barebow archer put you pretty high in the lead, but the Italian team are really just so consistent today. Their recurve archer not spending
17
as
points
long
on the board for Italy and
on her
16
draw.
points on the board for Team Spain. Will we see a shoot-off today? One more target to decide.
Rabaliati is going for double gold at these championships. She won 2 gold medals at the 2016 World Archery Field Championships.
So 42 points for
She
Team
was
Italy,
19,
41 points for
so
Team Spain total.
Rabaliati looking to get that feel-good factor
Final
back.
end is about to start.
Let's see if she can do that. But here comes the really interesting end, shooting high. Been impressed with Alexa Mrs. Olivares here on shot here, Lucy. 16 years of age. She looked like she was born to compete.
Yeah, completely. Although I fear she may have just adjusted her sight too much. But
wow. Okay.
We shall see. That's quite a few.
So.
Five.
So it's a tiny, tiny bit low.
So Italy leading by 1 before the start of this end. Now Pitachi's had these long holds all the way through. See the bow really moving here.
And there's a 3.
Yeah. Teammate Cano Garcia there just kept looking at her.
Well, here we go. Big score here for Cano Garcia. .455 so far on her scorecard. That's pretty good. But if she ever needs a 6 for her team in this gold medal match, it's right here, right now.
Three points.
It's hung out to the left. So that's going to lock in a score of 52 for Spain.
A total
so
points.
Need 11 for the victory. Do Italy. Sarah Rett steps up. 4-6-5 are her scores so far, the compound archer. Her first look up into the trees today. She knows if she can nail the maximum score here, it will be a big step towards a gold medal.
That's out the top. It's a 5.
No, it's not the worst arrow, Lucy.
Yeah, I think at this stage that will do.
Rabaliati has got the experience. Maximum score will win it.
And there's a 4.
Oh, it's a 4. So still work to do for Italy. They are just 2 away from victory. So Cinzia Noziglia, the left-handed bare bow archer, for the win.
Italia!
That'll do it.
Italy
have got it.
Grab the gold. Spain
and that is great
for silver.
effort from Noziglia. Double gold goes to Rabaliati, and Noziglia will get her first ever gold medal at a World Archery Field Championships, having medaled twice. 3 times, in fact, for silver, including once earlier today, and a bronze back in 2018. So great effort there from the Italians. But fair play to the Spanish team, Lucy. They did brilliantly.
Got the men's team
they really did.
Match.
They had, 2 young
USA
archers
versus Great Britain.
And a more experienced archer. But, yeah, in the end, Italy were just so strong. They've got 2 already very successful field archers.
2 of the best archers in the world on the field at the same time. We're looking at Dave Cousins. We're looking at Brady Ellison.
Wonderful effort from the Italians to get the gold. And a great day for Chiara Rabaliati. 2 golds and a great day for Cinzia Noziglia, who gets a gold and a silver on the same day. And Sarah Rett gets a gold medal too. the compound archer, and great effort by the Spanish team to get silver. So we'll have the victory ceremony for you shortly.
But first,
earlier it was the Germans who got the bronze medal, so stand by for that.
Coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's team event. Medals will be presented by World Archery First Vice President Mario Scarcella. Gifts will be presented by Local Organizing Committee President Bruce Cull. Bronze medal representing Germany. Julia Bonka.
From Bonka, her second medal of the day.
Martina
silver in the
Boscher.
mixed compound. Boscher gets her second World Archery Field Championships medal
Bianca
after winning gold
Spiker.
4 years ago. And, for Bianca Spiker, a special day. This is her first medal ever at a World Field Archery Championship for the 49-year-old. Great job from her. Germany just beating France by 56-54 to win bronze.
Silver medal representing Spain. Ana Maria Cano Garcia.
Great effort from her. She gets her
Alexa Mrs. Olivares.
first ever medal at a World Archery Field Championships, as does the 16-year-old Alexa Misas Olivares. Amazing.
Maria Pitarch.
And Maria Pitarch. All of these three have done superbly well. After qualifying in just 7th place, beating two high-ranked opponents to get into the gold medal match. Wonderful effort. Just falling short of the Italians. The gold medal match. So well done to the Spaniards. Great effort.
Gold medal representing Italy. Cinzia Noziglia.
Noziglia, this is a proud day for her.
Chiara Rebagliati.
After 3 silvers and a bronze. And there is Bagliati, who does what she did in 2016, winning double gold. It's a 1-2 to Sarah Rett, who gets her 2nd World Archery Field Championships gold medal. So these 3 have been on the podium before. They stay at the top in the women's team's competition here in 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our athletes. And we're saving
Well, we have 3 great teams there winning the medals in the women's team. Congratulations to
men's team gold medal
the
match.
Germans who got the
USA
bronze medal,
versus Great
to
Britain,
Spain, the
Sweden
silver,
versus
and
Slovenia.
Italy.
It's all coming
the
up
gold.
next.
So well done to the 3 European sides to sweep the medals in the women's team. We'll have the men's team's bronze medal match next. That's coming between Great Britain and the United States. And then we have Sweden up against Slovenia in the gold. So 2 matches to come to complete this session here at the World Archery Field Champs of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the judge and the coaches for our penultimate match today, the bronze medal match for the men's team. Shooting for the bronze medal, this is the team of the United States of America. Dave Cousins, Brady Ellison, Matt Yaka,
Americans are out there. Well, they were the top seeds in qualification.
Shooting for the bronze medals, this is the team of Great Britain. James Annal, Patrick Houston, Carl Richards.
Americans beat Australia 63-57 in their quarterfinal, but were beaten by Sweden. Surprisingly, maybe in the semis, 61-57. Sweden finishing as the fifth place qualifiers, and then Great Britain, well, they qualified in third place. Beat Germany in their quarterfinal 58-54, but lost to Slovenia 60-55 the semi-final.
Team USA will be shooting
some
first
very good
on the
archers
first
out there.
array.
Lucio Sullivan, Dave Cousins back out there again. Brady Ellison looking for more medals. And in that British team, of course, Pat Houston out there again. So looking forward to seeing how this one unfolds.
Yeah, of course, the American team, so strong.
It's going to be Ellison to lead off. Shooting at
opening
the
arrow from Brady Ellison.
20-meter target below.
And we're waiting for the call on that one. And it looks like it might be a 6. Here comes Dave Cousins. The USA not wasting any time at all. Cousin Dave, 6 points. Plenty of time, none of it wasted. There is a 4-5 liner, probably a 4, but solid shooting from Team USA to start out.
A good start there from the Americans.
Yeah, all 3 USA archers have been on this field already today.
Here comes Pat Houston.
Whereas only one of the GB archers has been on the field today. So, yeah, it's going to be such a good match.
Yes, it will be. So the Americans got 2 start arrows there in their first trio. 15-meter target, I should say, on this first one. Here's Houston.
6 points.
He's gone for the middle of the bunny targets. A good start, though, for the recurve archer. And now we get our first look today at the compound archer from the
5.
UK, and that's Carl Richards.
He's had such a great field year. He's done so well. I've shot with him before at target stuff, but to see him come here to a world championships for field is so great to see him.
This is James Annal, the 33-year-old bare bow archer. This is his 4th World Archery Field Championships. An experienced international competitor.
And a 4 on that shot. So we've got a draw unofficially. However, a couple of liners for Team USA. We may see some movement on the points.
We know that
after the judges
are
get
likely
to
to lock in here.
Official score.
See if
pretty good angle on that first shot. You're looking at 40-something degrees.
The same.
As a result, the archers have to cut a certain amount.
Dave Cousins, remember, already won gold today in the mixed teams competition and compound. Ellison bronze in the mixed recurve teams competition, and Houston just pipped for that medal earlier on in the day in the mixed recurve competition, wasn't he? Lucy for bronze.
Yeah, I was just thinking when we saw Brady go and then Patrick go, it's reliving some memories from this morning.
That's right. It's deja vu all over again, as they say.
And GBR are in a dead
We'll see if it goes that way, but we can now tell you that the American scores have been locked in
after the first
as well. So it's a tied first in, 15 points each.
We go back to the original shooting order. It's going to be USA shooting first.
They move over to the other side of the platform now, and they're going to go at the 60-meter target now with the 80 centimeter target face.
USA
So Brady Ellison to go
shooting first. X6
is a great shot.
6. Hey, don't blame me. Gaba called it a 10. Dave crushes the 6.
This is the trickier target on this finals field, and they are doing remarkably well, the USA team. Of course, Yak has already shot this today, so we'll see what he can do now.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning again that he's going at a target that isn't 60 metres.
4 points.
It's 45 metres away, his one.
Pretty good for a guy left his sight home.
George Tekmachov,
so 16 locked in by the Americans. Sorry, Lucy.
George Tekmachov, the in-house commentator there. He's got some good banter for the archers from USA.
Yes, absolutely. Although they'll be probably doing their best to try and ignore as much as possible, as they want to be in the zone, don't they?
Indeed.
Pat Houston, 4 points.
Here's Richards again.
Carl Richards, it looks like a 6-5 liner.
Lovely shot.
6 points.
Wasn't it?
I'm not biased, but
no,
I'm a little
hadn't
bit
noticed. Let's have a look at James Annell.
And Jim with a 3.
Wow, so it's
3-point advantage for Team USA. It'll be
the Americans
GBR
now
shooting first
after a tied first
resume.
end. Looks like a 3-point buffer for the Americans heading down.
And Patrick Houston and Carl Richards versus the team of the United States of America, Dave Cousins, Brady Ellison.
Well, great effort from Cousins so far,
Yaka.
2 maximums.
Right now,
Ellison's been on form as well here too, Lucy, with a 5 and a 6.
We've got a
yeah, and it's nice to see Dave, getting a 6 on those that first target, because he did get a 5 when he was in his mixed team. So yeah, it's good to see his comeback.
He's a very good archer, isn't he, Dave Cousins? One of the very best, really, that we've seen, and still performing at a high standard. Now I'm looking back here and against his record here, Lucy. I mean, he won his first gold medal for the turn of the century in the World Target Championships. 1999, he won his first gold medal, and here he is 23 years later, still doing it.
Yeah, he's been a really, really good archer for as long as I've been shooting, and it's just so great that, there's longevity in this sport and people can keep going and keep winning.
Scores are
still keep going too. He's 45. He's still got plenty of years left in him.
28 points on
and
the
put
board
that in
for Great
perspective,
Britain.
he's actually won his first gold medal, a world title, in 1999, before several of the other archers here at this event were even born.
Yeah, amazing track record. And he's had a great week as well.
Back in action for this bronze medal men's team world championship match in
Could get even
Yankton.
better for Cousins in the individual as well. So here we go with end number 3. Houston to go first at the
Mr. Houston
target.
launches a 6.
And really the way the British team are positioned here, 3 points down, you really want 3 6s here.
6 points. Great Britain bringing the heat.
Here's 2 of them.
was willing that in for him.
Oh, you did a great job.
Let's of course, they move forward for the
barebow archer, yeah.
And that was probably not what he wanted there. There's a 2.
Yeah, James Anel not quite finding his range at the moment.
Yeah. The shame is that you already know that's not what you wanted. And to have that, you know, you're waiting for the American team to shoot their shots. It's got to be difficult to watch.
Six points for Brady Ellison.
Ellison was in the zone there. Cousins was waving his bow all over the place pretty much, but Ellison didn't see any of it. Wasn't put off in the slightest.
Looks like a 6 for Dave Cousins.
So Ellison and Cousins continue their excellent form in this bronze medal match. Now Matt Yacker. To give the Americans a very good lead heading into this, to the last end of this bronze medal match.
And there's a 3 for Matt Yacker. You're looking at a total right now of 46 points and a 4-point advantage for the United States of America.
Oh, not Matt Yacker's best there, Lucy, but it's still good enough to give the Americans a 1-point buffer on their previous end, so they're looking like they might be leading by 4 now.
Yeah, it's tricky because they have the experience already today, so you know they know the field. They already, you know, they can get a sense for the atmosphere in that stadium and the wind and where the sun is. So you know it's great for them that they've got that advantage. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this shot right up in the tree here.
That's exactly right. I mean, James Anel, if he can put one up there, in that gold zone, everything could change again. But at the moment, it's the Americans 46, leading Great Britain 42.
As you can see from that shot,
that
this is a challenging
target left.
It's about a 40-something degree angle, requiring a substantial cut on the distance.
It's a pretty small target face as well up there too. That inner ring is tiny. -60-centimetre target face, 14 metres away. And it's Pat Houston to go first.
Yeah, it's quite a long hold for Patrick. So, that's cool. He's giving Chad the all clear to shoot first.
5 points, so Pat Houston using his teammate to probably determine whether he's taken enough of a cut on this particular shot. And that did pay off. That's pretty good. Left and right is not quite on, but up and down, just about perfect.
Just a little bit right there for Houston. So 5 and 4, 9 points. Here's James Anel now, steps forward.
shooting from the bare bow stake, and Jim and all
just grabbing the one zone. That's unfortunate.
You know, one of the complications is the recurve and the compound can share information regarding the amount of cut. But the bare bow guys, they have to move to a different target, and that can change the total cut amount because of the angle change.
Absolutely. So
a target like this, the closer you
the USA 46 to 6 points behind now. So bronze medal. Away. Cousins and Ellison are going here. Should be within reach. As Brady Ellison goes first.
Pretty good for a guy that only shoots field archery about once a year. There's a 4 for Brady Ellison.
There's a 4 for Ellison, which means 3 or higher for Cousins.
5 points to clinch.
And there it is
for the United States.
So it's all locked and loaded now for the USA. A great effort from Ellison and from Cousins in particular. Yaka, good support from him too, Lucy.
Yeah, Dave's just won the bronze medal and he looks annoyed at that shot, which is crazy. But yeah, they've got one more arrow to go, but they have won the bronze medal.
Matt Yaka will still want to finish with a good arrow.
Yes, 3 points. USA.
He finishes with a 3, just to re-emphasize the American team's form in this bronze medal match. Finished with a score of 12 points in that last end, but it is bronze to the American team. In the men's competition, Dave Cousins, Brady Ellison, and Matt Yaka.
The men's team gold medal match between
on the day, just a little bit above what Pat Houston, Carl Richards, and James Anna were able to produce. So the Americans get the bronze.
Sweden is the home of a super
more medals coming for Ellison and for Cousins in their story careers.
So this should
bronze
be
too for Matt Yaka.
As we're coming up next.
Gets his first ever medal at this event at the age of 50. So great effort from him.
Right here
that leaves one match to come, and it is the gold medal match in the men's competition. And that's coming in just a moment between Slovenia and Sweden.
Please welcome the coaches and the judge to the field of play for our final match of today's program, the men's team gold medal event. Champions of the world will be decided with the next 4 target arrays. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team of Sweden, Sverige. Jacob Benskuld, Martin Ottosson, Kaj Sjöberg.
Fantastic effort by Sweden to get through to this gold medal match. They qualified in 5th place and have beaten the top seeds America,
Shooting for the
United
championship
States,
of the world, please welcome Slovenia.
and also they
Sleman
knocked out France, who
Kraljičar,
finished 4th
Stash
in
Modic,
qualifying, and Slovenia
Ziga
on the other side of the draw
Ravnikar.
did something very similar. They beat the Italians, who were seeded
World
2nd
Archery
in the
line
quarterfinals,
judge
and then
for
beat
this
Great
final
Britain, who was
match,
seeded
Shannon
3rd.
Russell
So
Cohen.
great effort by Slovenia and Sweden to defy what they did in qualifying, beating higher ranked opponents to get
First
through
time
to the
these
gold
teams have
medal
met.
match. And we have
In
Martin
direct championship
Ottosson in the
competition.
Swedish team, who has won silver and bronze at previous World Archery Field
In the
Championships.
qualification round, the team of Sverige,
So
Sweden, was
he
5th. They beat
has
France. They beat
at this
the
event
USA
before.
to get here.
And
Slovenia beat
only
Italy
one other
and Great Britain to
archer
get
has done
here.
similar,
This
and
is
that's
for the
Stas
championship
Modic,
of the world.
the compound archer in the Slovenian team, who won bronze twice previously at this event. So here we go. Bit of history coming. Whoever wins this one, Sweden or Slovenia.
6 points.
We start on the target, which is pretty much right below the archers.
Possibly
What a lovely
6.
start to the to this gold medal match. These guys are really, really strong. Potentially 2 6s there. And it is quite a tough cut, this one. Target
And
directly
a
below
4
them.
from the barebow.
So Ottosson finishes with a 4.
Slovenia.
So 6-5 star, that second one's been called at the moment. So Stas Modic, we've seen him earlier in the mixed teams compound competition with Toya Allison, finishing 4th.
6 points, dead center.
And he starts off brilliantly. And here are the other 2 archers. Left-handed recurve archer, Ziga Ravnikar, 22-year-old now. And we saw him at the Olympic Games in Tokyo, competing for his country.
Five points.
Well, he adjusted nicely there, Lucy.
Yeah, it was such a lovely shot. I know he had to come down, but yeah, superb technique.
And here's the barebow archer in the Slovenian team, Klemen Kalvasar,
4 or 5 on that shot.
the
We'll see what
47-year-old.
happens with the scoring, we could have a tie. Unofficially, we do.
Well, it is a close
At first target array
thing
done.
to start
We've got
this
3 to go.
final, but having these 2 teams done
Scores
brilliantly,
are
as I touched
momentarily.
on in the intro, Lucy,
hear
to
it for your
beat
favorite team,
higher-ranked
Slovenia.
opponents in both the quarterfinals and
Sverige.
the semis for both teams.
Slovenia.
Yeah,
Sweden.
especially for Sweden to beat USA, and on home
España.
turf, it's
Oh, they've left.
yeah, they've done really, really well just to get
You know
into
who
the
is
gold medal
here?
match.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
6, 5, 4.
You can hear the GB crowd there. But no, Sweden to get through to the gold is really impressive. But Slovenia technically
All right, we've
the
got a
favourites.
1-point lead for the team of Sverige, Sweden.
Yeah, maybe.
Slovenia will be shooting
These two
first
both
on the
cracked
second
60
array.
in the semi-finals, the total score. That is very impressive based on what we've just seen in the bronze medal match. USA 58 beat Team GB 52. So if Sweden and Slovenia can replicate that, we should be in for a good match. So 16-15. Looks like was the score after the first end. He said it's 16-15 to Sweden.
So 1 point. You can see the Swedish team are quite chilled. They're having a little dance in the background, so gives them a bit of breathing space.
So Slovenia to go first as we see Starch Moric again. Going at the 60-meter target now.
5 points.
Ravnica doesn't seem like he's in rhythm at the moment. That's the second time we've seen him pull out of his shot.
And there's a 3.
Yeah, I wonder if the pressure of the gold medal is he's really seems to be feeling it, even though he's got his teammates around him.
He's looking to get into that happy place.
Looks like a 3.
Looks like he's grabbed the 3 line there on his target, which is 45 meters away. So 5-3-3 it looks like for Slovenia in that end, as we now get the Swedes for their opportunity. And first up is Jakob Benschold, whose world ranking at the moment is 242, so down in the rankings a bit, but he's obviously done really well here.
$5 points.
Yeah, he was looking much more relaxed than the guys in the Slovenian team.
And a 5 for Sweden.
That's going to make a huge difference.
Sweden is up by the value of an entire arrow at the moment.
And I wonder if beating USA earlier on this week has sort of given them that confidence going into this match.
3 points. Caught the line. All right, then.
Absolutely. You back yourself every time you beat the American team on their home soil, as you touched on.
Slovenia will begin on the second half of
this
4-array final. This is for the World Championship.
Teams end, and they look like they're going to score 5-5-3. So
Slovenia.
it's like it's going to be a 3-point advantage for the Swedish team heading down to the ground now for the last 2 ends. So halfway through, 29 plays 26.
Australia, Sweden, Slovenia.
Well, the good news for our Australian archery fans is we are going to get a couple of matches in action tomorrow, which is good for the Aussies.
Italia.
Great day for Italy so far with 2 gold medals in the team's competition. At the moment, you're watching
Nihon.
the men's team's final.
They're very quiet.
Halfway through, Sweden up by 3, 29 to 26 over Slovenia.
You don't have to be so quiet. Чото само идеш, не. Чото само идеш.
Next target is 20 meters away for the recurve and in fact, for all
Back
3.
in action. Team Slovenia preparing to shoot. This is the second half of this gold medal final.
So here we go with Slovenia down by 3, needing 3 very good scores here to get back into the match.
And a 6, dead center. Nice shot.
That was an awesome shot. So Really helps out your teammate if they can see a big sort of
and
arrow right in the middle of the target there.
It is a 5. Really good shot, though.
Well, Ravnica looked much more comfortable on the shooting line that time.
Barebow stake.
Galvasar to complete the send for Slovenia.
4 points, pretty good.
Just outside of the gold zone.
4-5-6 for Slovenia. Here comes Sweden.
It's great to see so many young archers on this finals field today. Ravnica is only 22, and his teammate Modic is only 23.
Jakob Benschuld on the line now.
6 points.
Benschuld again, another 23-year-old. So we've got youth and experience on both teams.
6.
Look, these Swedes seem to be going pretty good, don't they, Lucy? They look very comfortable with being in the final.
Yeah, they've had such a good run through to this gold medal match, and this is why.
It's on now to give them a big lead here. 1 arrow ahead here, although he's got a long hold here. 3, so
it is a 3-point
score of 15.
To the final toughest target on
every
the
end as they've just been inching further clear. The Swedes have just added on another point to their advantage. At this stage, it looks like it's going to be a 3-point game for them at the end of the last end.
Scores are confirmed and official. It's a 3-point lead for Sverige.
So 44-41, and that is what's going to decide the gold medal. Those seemingly tiny targets up in the trees.
It's such an amazing shot, that last shot.
Beloved by automotive enthusiasts. You've got Saab and Volvo from Sweden, and Akrapovic from Slovenia.
Yeah, just seeing those targets in the tree there. What a great idea.
Yeah, I guess that's the beauty of field archery. It gives the course designers and the archery administrators the opportunity to get a little creative on occasions too, Lucy.
Yeah, completely. And what a great idea, you know? Just rent out a pick truck for the day or for the weekend and just shove some targets up there.
Exactly. Well, these 3 archers here from Slovenia need something special now. Got a 3-point deficit heading into this final end of the men's teams gold medal match here at the World Archery Field Championships.
And what a fantastic venue we've got here in Yankton, made by the hard work
Stars
of the people here.
Modic to go first for Slovenia, the compound archer.
$5 points.
Now Ziga Ravnica.
And at 6.
Great shot from him. He's improved so much through this final.
Slovenia could close out with
So
a very strong end here.
So right there. He looked a bit shaky at the beginning. And that shot was so confident.
Kalvasar will need something confident here. 4-3-3 from him so far.
And it looks like a 2.
Has that grabbed the line?
It gives Slovenia 54 points. Therefore, Sweden needs 11 to win
sure.
the World Championship.
So at the moment, it's 54 points for Slovenia. So 11 required. Up steps Jakob Benschuld.
Six points.
Oh, what a start.
We'll be happy with that.
Schulberg has been going great too, hasn't he?
Yeah. Both archers, just 5s and 6s. Oh, put a little bit of pressure here on this last shot of the day for him.
Oh, he knows 5 will win it. And Kalvasar will be taken out of the equation.
Out of the 5 ring, it's a 4.
Wow, it's a 4, so a score is still required by Martin Otterson.
Will win.
Just an arrow on the target. We'll get it, Lucy.
World champion, Sweden.
A great arrow from Martin Otterson. What a performance from Sweden. They've been great, Lucy.
They look so relaxed
is the
from
winner
the
of the
start.
World Championship here in Yankton.
They
Silver
just
medal
kept
for
chipping
Slovenia.
away. And obviously it worked. Got to be relaxed in a gold medal match.
Our victory ceremony will be getting underway
What a
shortly.
team they've been through this competition. With 3 wins. And they have beaten some very good teams. The USA in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. Earlier they'd beaten France. And now they've taken out Slovenia in the final. So congratulations to Sweden, who win the gold medal. And a word on Slovenia too. Great effort from them to get the silver too, Lucy.
Yeah, just to get through and to beat GB, and that was, you know, this is a really tough course, especially that last target up in the trees there. They've done such a good job, all archers today.
Broadcasting LLC.
And we haven't had any misses.
Archery Supply.
No misses today.
Ball XL.
No misses today. Brilliant stuff.
Broadway.
Just with the
Kalen's Indoor Comfort. Stockman's
with
Livestock.
the medal ceremony to come for the men's
Archery.
teams event.
Lewis
We can just have a little look ahead to tomorrow when we move into the individual competition too, Lucy, which is going to feature some great action, isn't it? And we've got a number of categories to look forward to.
Midco Communications.
Yeah, you really do. And, you know, a lot of the archers that you've seen today, you will be seeing tomorrow. And it'd be great to see them
Catering.
in an
Lewis and Clark
individual
Resort. River's Edge
matches.
and Extreme Car Wash.
Well, we've got some great matchups coming. For example, in the women's individual recurve final, we have Chiara Rabaliati going for 3 gold medals against Bryony Pittman, who's number 2 in the world at the moment. We've got Florian Unruh from Germany back out there, a very experienced Olympic archer. He's out there going for a gold medal as well. Toya Allison from Slovenia, who we've had and been used to succeeding in compound over the years, is out there chasing a gold medal as well. And Dave Cousins is going for gold too. So we've got some fantastic action coming up tomorrow amongst a number of categories. And it's going to be some exciting competition tomorrow, Lucy.
Yeah, I can't wait to tune in. It's going to be so great. And of course, Yankton, it's been such a great finals. We started off in the morning, it was frosty, it was cold, and the sun's come out, and it's been a beautiful afternoon here.
It has. It's warmed up nicely. Started at 1 degree, and we're Currently a very pleasant 17 degrees. That's Celsius you're talking there.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony
by now for the victory
team.
ceremony for the men's teams event.
Medals will be presented by World Archery Secretary General Tom Dillon. Gifts will be presented by Yankton County Commissioner Dan Klimisch. Bronze medal representing the United States of America. Dave Cousins, Brady Ellison, Matt Yaka.
Well, Dave Cousins wins gold and bronze today. Gold in the mixed teams compound, bronze in this event. 2 bronze. Brady Ellison picked one up in the mixed teams recurve earlier, and Matt Yaka gets a bronze medal for the first time in his career. It's a great achievement for him, and can imagine the pride and pleasure inside of him at the moment. So congratulations to the USA. Proved just a little bit too good for Great Britain.
Silver medal representing Slovenia.
And here are the Slovenians. They did brilliantly to get to the final.
Kleeman
Kilvasar, Bevo Archer. His first ever medal at a Field Archery World Championships. Ravnikar picks up his first medal. In fact, his 3rd medal at the Field Archery World Championships. 2 bronzes back in 2018. So his first silver. And Stats Modic, after missing out on a mixed teams compound medal earlier today, finishing 4th, gets silver for his country.
Gold medal representing Sweden.
It's a great day for Swedish archery, isn't it? First medals for Jakob Bensköld and Lars Schulberg. Martin Ottosson's had tasted success before. This is his 3rd medal at a World Archery Field Championships, but his first gold. Congratulations to the 44-year-old barebow shooter. In the middle there, great achievement for him to win his first gold, and the other 2 archers as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Sweden. Please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, a wonderful day for Swedish archery with the men's team winning gold here at the World Archery Field Championships. Congratulations to Slovenia, who picked up the silver, and the United States picking up the bronze medal.
We head for the individual competitions
from all 9 archers, and we will be into it again tomorrow for the final day of action here from this year's World Championships. We have all of the individual matches coming. Under 21 competition in bare bow and recurve for men's and women's. Compound men under 21s will be out there, and then we'll be into all of the individual matchups in the bare bow women's and men's, recurve women's and men's, and then the compound women's and men's to finish. Thanks to Lucy O'Sullivan. I hope you've had a good day, Lucy, and enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. That has been absolutely awesome. I've loved every minute.
Fantastic. Thanks to you. We've had a great time. So thank you to watching wherever you've been watching around the world today. And we hope you can join us tomorrow from 9 a.m. local time. It's around 3 p.m. GMT time, if I'm not mistaken. So we hope you can join us for all the individual action coming up tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.